Well, the end is coming. Yep, the end is coming for the so-called Me Too movement, the fraudulent Me Too movement. As you see, this article from The Guardian state that Asia Argento is threatening legal action against Rose McGowan over horrendous lies. Man, well, now you see that the movement is falling apart. This is so good. This is so good because look, a few weeks ago, as we know, Asia Argento, the Italian actress Asia Argento, who claimed that Harvey Weinstein raped her or sexually assault her, and during her teen years, and she has been accused of quite doing the same to a former actor who played in her film that she made 14 years ago. So actor Jimmy Bennett. So because they had sex and apparently she was 37 that time they had sex. She was 37, her and Jimmy Bennett was 17, and that was in Los Angeles, and the legal age to for sex is 18. So this is this is this is the moment I've been waiting for because look, the Me Too movement was supposed to be a movement to aware people of the situation that many young black woman has been dealing with sexual assault, rape, etc. It was founded by the Tarana Burke, and initially it was for a noble cause. Like as I already mentioned, it was to aware people of the situation about sexual assault and rape occurring against black women. But since the arrest of when Harvey Weinstein was arrested for the charge as we know now, for the reason as we know now, that's why the so-called movement kicks in. I mean, when I say kicks in, it was hijacked. Was hijacked by the radical feminists, the feminazi as we call. And the problem is that Tarana Burke allowed this to happen, which in my book is a huge mistake because the feminazi has been using the so-called Me Too movement as a weapon to eliminate men from a decisional power, decisional position, which is ridiculous. And also, since the media found out that Toronto Burke was the founder, they decided to create a Times Up movement. But this time, it was just to make sure that they don't give any credit to Toronto Burke. But when they create that Times Up movement, we all know that their aim was black men, and the biggest victim they got was Bill Cosby, based on lies, by so-called 60 women. And we have to include also Drea Constant. I said Constant because she's a con artist. In my book, she's a con artist. She was, I mean, they were all lying. All their stories saying that Bill raped them or sexual assault them were bogus because they're proof that he wasn't there when all the event occurred. And and how come you wait 30, 40, 50 years with no police evidence, with no medical evidence, nothing, with no police report, with no medical report, with no toxicology report, based on hearsay? We know what happened last April. Bill Cosby got convicted based on hearsay, which is pathetic, which is uh, unethical, biased, corrupt, and outright racist. I can't. I can wait to see Kevin Steele and Josh O'Neill getting their karma along with Gloria Allred, because these people are, along with the media as well, and some coons in Hollywood, they're gonna get their karma pretty soon. Well, it's already started with those two, as you see on the screen, those two, because remember they heavily cheer when Bill Cosby got convicted for was found guilty, quote unquote, found guilty of sexual misconduct, which was pathetic because, like I said, there was no proof about this, and also Adria Constant took money from Bill in a settlement, so that's why the whole case was unethical. And like I said, Kevin still should be disbarred and should face huge consequences for his action, his corrupt action. I digress. Excuse me. What I'm talking about is what's going on right now is that Asia Argento is threatening to sue Rose McGowan for some comments she made about following the accusation of against Argento by actor Jimmy Bennett, and uh, and she threatened. She said on her Twitter account that she's giving Rose McGowan 24 hours to retract and to apologize for a horrendous lie against a statement she made on the 27th of August. Um, because apparently Rose McGowan said that she could be the person that Harvey Weinstein was. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I have to look. I have to look at the. I have to look. Hold on a second. Let me see, because I just click on the. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Because she said Asia Argento should be person Harvey could have been. Wow, saying that, said be the person Harvey the person you wish Harvey could have been. I mean, saying that she's the same person as Harvey Weinstein. She's a sexual predator. Hmm? So that's the reason why Asia Argento is suing Rose McGowan. But hey, proof are there. There was proof. The proof came out. But remember, Rose McGowan was, like I said, was heavily cheering when Bill Cosby got convicted, and also she wrote some nasty stuff about Morgan Freeman when Morgan Freeman was falsely accused of sexual harassment. I mean, now all of a sudden, when it hit home, she decided to go to believe in due process, which is bullshit because she's a fucking hypocrite, that woman. Anyways, this is getting good. You know what? This is getting good because we're witnessing the falling out of the so-called movement, the fraudulent Me Too movement. It was all about attention because they were so out of shape. I should say, um, they were these actors are in their last leg. They don't get any Hollywood job. They can't get a job, so they're desperate for last 15 minutes of fame. So this is what it's all about. I mean, using using women, using real victims of sexual assault and rape for getting attention, which is disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. So this is I feel bad for these women, because no, like I said, no one should condone rape. No one should condone sexual assault. But to use this in order to attack men, that's disgusting. And I have no sympathy for these women. For these women doing this, I have no sympathy. That's why I have no sympathy for Rose McGowan nor Asia Argento, because they're all a bunch of hypocrites. Most women who participate in that Me Too shit, they're a bunch of hypocrites. And I have no sympathy for that. Absolutely none. So, I'm so happy it's happening because this is getting ridiculous at the end. Anyways, that's all I have to say. So, see you in the next video.